Hi there. Hope everyone is well. I have to cover a topic that is on a lot of people's minds today, and it's about the SNAP being not available, the food benefits from SNAP not being available any longer. I'm hearing, even though some states took longer to cut off the benefits for some reason, that basically everyone is being told there are no SNAP benefits for refugees until you get your permanent resident card, and then may apply for SNAP and get it if you qualify. And this is part of the big, beautiful bill. It seems a little unfair. And you've got to just work with this and work around it. Um, and I think the best way to do this is when you arrive, any cash that you're given, you must really use it wisely and spread it out. A lot of people are put in extended stay hotels, and this provides dishes and pots and pans and things for you to cook. I'm just going to suggest you always cook if you can immediately, and just use this money very sparingly. And I could live on egg salad sandwiches and tea for weeks, probably, or sandwiches. But just use it very, very carefully and get used to the idea of going to food banks. Now, it's a humbling experience to go to a food bank, of course, but if you don't show up, then the people running the food bank and going to all this trouble cannot function and do their cause, their good work of providing for you. You've got to show up. Don't be ashamed. When I had South African families at my house that were uh, had no money for much, we did go to the food bank. They were very happy to give them all that they qualified because of their family size. They could get so much of this type of food, so much, and they had little signs. You may take 3 cans, you may take 2 breads, or this family size could take this, but they were always very kind, and they want to help. That's why they're doing this. So don't be ashamed of going to a food bank. Now, it's a very strange thing that they have a lot of food banks that are car oriented, meaning you get in a line with your car and they come out, they say how many families, and they come out and bring the things. I've never seen this. I'm in Connecticut, where you have to go in the building. Then in that case, you're going to have to get assistance for anyone near with a car to bring you to the food bank. Ask your caseworker, go to the nearest church and say, I'm here as a refugee. I have no car. I need to go to the food bank. Could you possibly help? Um, Now, the requirements for these food banks is often that you be a resident, but sometimes there are no requirements. You just show up and they give you what you're allotted as one person or as a family. But a lot of times there are requirements that you show a piece of mail to prove you're a resident of the area. And some of these food banks have strange hours and days that they're open. So you've got to research that right away. Uh, Sometimes when you're having to take the bus, you can visit a food bank on a bus, but it's very hard to get the food back home on the bus. I would suggest that you empty out your rolling suitcase and take that. They couldn't refuse to let you on the bus with this suitcase, I don't think. I've seen people go on these local buses with these things. That's just a suggestion. But I have pulled up the maps when I do a Google search on food banks and then put in the city. So I pulled up for Buffalo, New York, because that just seems to be a place we're talking about recently. And you can see the red dots. There are many food banks in Buffalo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 9. Some of them are just a little house with food put in it that you just go take the food. That's what it looks like to me. That's not much of anything. But then you've got others that you can see pictures for these other. They give you a little picture of what they offer. Some offer clothes. They might offer other things. There's another picture of shelves and things. Okay, and that's Buffalo, New York. Let's go to Bridgeport, Connecticut. Now here is Bridgeport. Appointment based, open Tuesday through Thursday. So you've got to make an appointment beforehand. Now this is Black Rock area, this little area of Bridgeport. And it's a very nice area. And they're saying only open to residents with this zip code. Well, that's the zip code of this little area. Okay, so they're exclusive, aren't they? There's another picture. There's a church, and they're often based around churches. There's nice pictures there. And that's a small, like, little, I think I might have gone to that food bank. Anyhow, with other refugees. But they do want to fulfill their purpose. Don't be ashamed, but you may have to rely on this now and just get used to the idea, and they'll always be friendly to you. My son was staying somewhere in the city, and they had a meal place for homeless people and low-income people, and he would go there and get a $3 meal. And so when we were going through the area, he wanted to visit these people, and it was an excellent meal for $3. I couldn't believe it. And the man was so nice. He came out to my van and said, "Would you like me to make you one?" And I forget what I said, but I didn't get the meal after all. We'll visit again. But anyway, that's what I wanted to talk about. We don't want anyone going hungry, and just be prepared for this fact that some of your resettlement money may have to be used for food, but in the beginning, you're not going to be getting much takeout. You need to be very careful about this. All right. Talk to you later.